Hello students, we are continuing with the chapter Atoms and Molecules, and in this lecture particularly we will study about molecular mass, formula unit mass and mole concept. So I am starting with first molecular mass. What is molecular mass? All of us know about the atomic mass. Atomic mass we have taken of all the elements as the relative mass as compared to mass of carbon atom. In the same way, molecular mass can be defined, I am writing the definition, it can be defined as the mass of a molecule as the relative mass. It is also relative mass of a molecule as compared with mass of one carbon 12 atom. And this mass of one carbon 12 atom, it is taken as 12U or 12 AMU. So what is the meaning of this definition? This definition means as we take atomic mass as relative mass and it is compared with the atom of carbon, in the same way molecular mass is of a molecule. As the atomic mass is of a atom, molecular mass is of a molecule, and it is also relative, and it is related to carbon 12 atom, and we have taken the mass of one carbon atom as 12U or 12 AMU. So this is the molecular mass. And how it is calculated? The mass is calculated as the sum total of all the atoms as the sum total of atomic masses. Atomic masses of all the atoms present in a molecule. We will just see when we will see some examples. Sum total of atomic masses of all the atoms present in a molecule. This is how molecular mass is calculated. We will just see some examples. The third one is its unit is also AMU, atomic mass unit, or the new unit, unified unit U. So this is the unit of molecular mass. And the next important thing is this molecular mass is specifically used for molecules of covalent compounds and not for ionic compounds. So covalent compounds, they form molecules, and ionic compounds, they form formula units. So this molecular mass, specifically it is used for molecules of covalent compounds, but generally it is used for both. Both means covalent and ionic. Generally we use for ionic and covalent both molecular mass, but for ionic compounds it is formula unit mass, and for covalent compound specifically it is molecular mass. So this is how we can describe molecular mass. Now we will see some examples of this molecular mass. We will calculate how the molecular mass is there. All of you know what is a molecule? Molecule is formed by combination of two or more than two elements and they are bounded by electrochemical forces, by chemical reaction, a molecule is formed. And for example, we can take molecule of oxygen. This O2 is molecule of oxygen, and what is the atom of oxygen? Atom of oxygen is O. So you know the atomic mass of oxygen atom. So this O2 is formed by two atoms. Diatomic molecule is oxygen gas is diatomic, and the atomic mass of one oxygen is 16. The other atom is also 16U. So the total will be 32U. So it is the molecular mass of oxygen gas. So the sum total of all the atoms in a molecule, it forms the molecular mass. So this is molecular mass and this is the total of atomic mass. One oxygen atom has atomic mass 16U, other is also 16U, so the total will be 32U. We can take other example of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is formed by one carbon atom and two oxygen atom. Carbon atom, the atomic mass is 12, oxygen 16 plus 16, so it will be 44U. So this is the molecular mass of carbon dioxide. Likewise, we can have hydrogen. Hydrogen atomic mass is 1 and 2 atoms are there. 1 into 2 plus 16 is equal to 18U. 18U will be the molecular mass of water. These are covalent compounds. Like nitrogen, we can calculate just by adding the atomic masses of different atoms and we get the molecular mass. Now the second we will come to the formula unit mass. What is formula unit? Formula unit is not different from a molecule. A molecule of a covalent compound is known as a molecule and a molecule of a ionic compound is known as formula unit, because suppose ionic compound we know NaCl. Na is present in the form of a cation, Cl is present in the form of an anion. They together join to form NaCl and their charges, they are cancelled out. But they are not bound to each other chemically. They are bound by the attraction forces of these charges. So in a true sense, it is not a molecule. It is known as formula unit. So this NaCl, it is a formula unit. So when we want to know the total mass of NaCl, we do not call it molecular mass. We call it formula unit mass. And it is not different from the molecular mass. For practical purposes, it is equivalent to molecular mass. Now what is the definition? Like the molecular mass, the definition of formula unit mass is, it is relative mass, formula unit mass is relative mass of an ionic compound as compared to the mass of carbon 12 atom. And the mass of carbon 12 atom is taken as 12U. Like the molecular, the same definition is there, but instead of molecule we will write formula unit. The second point, same, its unit is U or AMU. The third point, it is used for only for ionic compounds and not for covalent compounds. The fourth point, the formula unit mass can be calculated by adding the atomic masses of all the atoms present in a formula unit. So this is same. So it must be clear to all of you. Now I will take some examples of formula unit mass. The example first I will take NaCl. NaCl is a ionic compound formed by Na and Cl. So first we should write atomic mass of Na is 23. You must be knowing of chlorine is 30.5 and the total will be 58.5 U. So the formula, this is formula unit mass. In the same way it is calculated as the molecular mass, or we can equate it to 58 U. So this is formula unit mass for NaCl. Other example we can take aluminium oxide. This is the formula for aluminium oxide, Al2O3. The atomic mass of aluminium is 27 and two atoms are there. So into 2 plus atomic mass of oxygen is 16 and 3 atoms are there. So 16 into 3. So it will be 48, it will be 54. So in total it will be 102 U or 102 AMU. In both we can write the molecular mass or formula unit mass. So these are the examples. You can calculate any compound, whether it is ionic or covalent, just by see here if Al2 aluminium are there, with the atomic mass of one atom of aluminium you have to multiply by 2. Oxygen atomic mass is 16 and here 3 atoms are there, so we have to multiply by 3 and then add these two and we get the formula unit or molecular mass of that compound. So easy. So it is the formula unit mass and molecular mass of different compounds. Now the main thing and the important one also, the mole concept. What is mole? You are studying mole concept for the first time. You have studied molecules and atoms before also, but mole you all are studying for the first time. What is this mole? Mole is a word, M-O-L-E. So first of all we should know mole is a number. It is a number. This is the most important thing. Mole is a number. So mole doesn't have any unit. It is unitless. Like we have a pair of shoes. So 2 shoes are there. So there is no number for shoes. Or we have dozen oranges, suppose. We have 1 dozen oranges. What does it mean? We have 12 oranges and no unit is there. Suppose we have one pair of shoes. So how many shoes do we have? We have 2 shoes. So this is like dozen, like pair, like gross. It is mole is a number. In shoes, how many shoes are there? 2. In 1 dozen, how many oranges are there? 12. So, if 1 mole thing is there, 1 mole anything, which is 1 mole, how many numbers should be there? It is a vast number and you have to memorize this number, 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. What does it mean? If we want to write it the full, we have to write after 6 23 zeros. 23 zeros we have to put, and how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after 6 I have put 23 zeros and here decimal point should be written here as 0.022. So this is how so many things should be there in 1 mole. Are you following this? That doesn't have 12 things. Pair has 2 things. Mole has so many things. And it is written in short notation 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. So this is the number of things in a mole. Mole we use for which things? For atoms, for molecules, for ions, and maybe some other type of particles like electrons or others also. So 1 mole atoms can be there, 1 mole molecules can be there, 1 mole ions can be there, and 1 mole other particles can be there. So here I have shown, this is in a dish 1 atom. 1 atom suppose of anything, 1 atom of suppose carbon is there. In a bowl 1 atom of carbon is put. And in other bowl 1 mole of carbon atoms are put. These are also atoms of carbon, but their number is 1 mole. So how many they should be? They should be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. In this bowl 1 carbon atom is there. In this bowl so many carbon atoms are there. So many carbon atoms will form 1 mole. Now if we talk about the mass of this mole, this is the number. One thing, so it may have some mass. When it is a particle, it is having some mass. We know the carbon atom, one carbon atom, so it is 23, so it is not carbon. So we should write, if it is carbon, then its mass should be 12U. You know that 1 atom of carbon, it weighs 12U. So 1 mole of carbon, what should be the mass of 1 mole of carbon? They should be quite heavy than this. This is a single atom and its mass is 12U, and these are so many atoms, so many, a vast number is there. So they should have some more mass than the single carbon, and very quickly, very easily we can say that they are having 12 gram. The mass of 1 mole of carbon is 12 grams. What does it mean? It means the atomic mass of an atom in U, this is a unit, is equal to mass of 1 mole of that atom in grams. So if we just convert U into grams, the value is same, the magnitude is same, here also 12, here also 12. Just by changing this U to gram, we know the mass of 1 mole of atom. Quite easy, very easy. So just by changing the unit, we can have the mass of 1 mole. And this mass of 1 mole, it is known as molar mass. And it has a unit in grams. Or one other name is also there, and it is known as gram atomic mass. So what we see now, I can write here again, atomic mass of an atom in U is equal to gram atomic mass of a mole, and its unit is gram. This is one thing. And second, it is also equal to molar mass in grams. So what does it mean? Gram atomic mass and molar mass, they are one and the same thing. So molar mass is the mass of 1 mole and gram atomic mass is the mass of 1 mole if it is equal to the atomic mass in U. Like we have seen here, carbon 12U atomic mass 12 gram is molar mass or gram atomic mass. We can see here in this figure also, these are two weighing balances. So here again I have written carbon. In this bowl, carbon atoms are present and the number of atom is this, that is, it is 1 mole. So many atoms form 1 mole and its weight, its mass is 12 gram. This needle shows 12 gram. Likewise, in other bowl, if we have atoms of aluminium, suppose these are so many atoms of aluminium are present. So what should be their mass? Their mass should be 27 grams. Why 27 grams? Because the atomic mass of one aluminium atom is 27U. This all of you know. The atomic mass of one atom of aluminium is 27U. So the molar mass of 1 mole of aluminium should be 27 grams. It is true for atoms as well as for molecules as well as for ions or some other particles. In both these examples, we have seen that the atomic mass is equal to gram atomic mass or molar mass. Likewise, as we have gram atomic mass, we will see one example with molecule also. So this is the example for molecule. Suppose I have taken water. All of you know water is a molecule. Formula is H2O. So in the center O is there. This is one molecule of water and its molecular mass is 18U, 2 hydrogen and 16 oxygen, 2 plus 16. So the molecular, this is the molecular mass. Molecular mass of water is 18U. Now if we put water in a beaker and this water is 1 mole, what does it mean? That is, in beaker, instead of one molecule, so many molecules are present in this beaker. This is a vast number, this much, 10 to the power 23. So many molecules of water, they are present in a beaker. So the mass of this 1 mole of water will be 18 grams. We have just switched these two units. This U is changed to grams. Very simple. And this is molar mass or gram molecular mass. Because it is molecular, here we call it gram atomic mass. Here I have written gram atomic mass. But if it is of molecule, it is known as gram molecular mass. And for molecules, gram molecular mass or GMM, and it is equal to molar mass of molecule. So it means molar mass can be of atom, molar mass can be of molecule, molar mass can be of ion. If it is of atom, it is equal to gram atomic mass. If it is of molecule, it is known as gram molecular mass. So this is how this molar mass is defined. Now one more thing, this number is first mole. Who has defined mole? The name of the scientist is Ostwald in 1896 or 7. In 96, Oswald first gave the term mole. He was, I don't know which country he belongs to, but Oswald, he has given first of all this term mole. Now this number, there is a special name for this number, and it is a unique number, and this number has a name after a very famous Italian scientist, and the name of that scientist is Amedeo Avogadro. Amedeo Avogadro. So this number is known as Avogadro's number, and in short it is written as NO. So this number 6.022 in 10 to the power 23, it is known as Avogadro's number after the name of the scientist Amedeo Avogadro, who was an Italian scientist. So this number is Avogadro. Sometimes it is also known as Avogadro's constant. And there is a very mild difference between number and constant, and constant is denoted as this, and we are concerned with Avogadro's number only. So this is the number, and we can have the mass of so much particles, and this number is only a number. So there is no unit for this number. It is unitless, as it is only a number. It is also said that this mole, suppose this is a plate, the verbal meaning of mole is heap or pile. Do you know what is heap? This is heap. Heap means dheri. If we put something, if we put some salt or sugar on a plate like this, it forms a heap. So mole is heap, and the number of particles in heap, if it is 1 mole, this should be this. If 1 mole is there, number of particles should be this. If 2 moles are there, then how many particles? Then the particles will be 12.044 into 10 raised to power 23. If there are 3 moles, then this is triplicate. So this is the number of particles in 1 mole. This is about the mole, and now we will do some these numericals. This is all about the mole in a simple language, very simple. In your syllabus, a small part of mole concept is there. We are not concerned with the liquids or gases, we just concerned with solids. And for this mole concept is enough as in your syllabus. For calculating number of moles in numericals, we have 2 formulae, and you have to memorize those formulae. So I am writing number of moles. If we want to calculate number of moles, there are 2 formula. This is number 1, formula number 1. Here we will write given mass upon molar mass. So given mass should be given in the numerical, and molar mass, it can be given or we can calculate it by adding all the atomic masses of, if a molecule is there, we can get this molar mass by adding all the atomic mass of the atoms in that molecule and then changing U to gram. We will do some numericals and then you will understand. So this is number of moles is equal to given mass divided by molar mass. The second formula is number of moles is equal to given number of particles divided by Avogadro's number. So, in place of Avogadro's number, every time we will write this number, and given number of particles may be given out of these three. If any one is given, we can calculate the other one. Likewise here, out of these three, if any one is given, we can calculate. Any two are given, we can calculate the third one. We will do some numericals where we have to use both of these formulae. So in the next video, we will do some numericals based on mole concept. So this is about the mole concept. This is all for today. Thank you.